Hi guys, and welcome to this 1000 point battle report, pitching Adeptus Mechanicus against Badmoon Orks, first time on the channel. So today we are going to be playing the Eternal War Beachhead mission, which in essence is one objective in the middle of the table, and we have one in each of our deployment zones.
Of your own choosing.
Mine currently sits over in this rocky canyon there, and Sean's is behind that big rock over there. But I'm not walking around the table.
No.
We'll just imagine it in our minds, guys. A bit like Rainbow.
And from turn 2, you'll be scoring points onwards for each one that you hold. So obviously you'll get 1 for your own deployment zone, unless it's seized, and then 1 if you seize the centre objective from turn 2, every turn, collecting a point. Plus the other extra points, that includes Slay the Warlord, First Strike, and Line Breaker. The only difference with First Strike is you score 1 victory point if any units from your opponent army were destroyed in the first battle round. So after turn 1, there won't be any of that.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is obviously a new Eternal War mission out of Chapter Approved 2018 that we want to showcase off for you. So I'll talk you through the armies and then we'll get into it. So the Badmoons have brought 9 looters, which perched on top of this hill. 29 boys and a boss knob with power claw. 28 boys, boss knob with power claw. Death Dread, 2 shooties, 2 grabby stabbies.
Some camouflage shooters.
Yeah, the only things that I didn't manage to get painted for today. I've got 11 shooter boys there because 11 just fit into my points perfectly. We've got War Boss on bike there. That's War Boss Scrotrot on the taxi. Big Mech shock attack gun for my other HQ choice. And nestled right in there at the back is a Pain Boy. That rounds out 1,000 points on the nose of Badmoon Orks.
It's also a battalion.
It is a battalion, so I will be getting 8 command points straight off the bat. I mean, really, Orks are that easy to get a battalion out of that. Why wouldn't you do it? The War Boss has a 4+ invulnerable save as his Warlord trait. I think that's about it. So over this side of the board,
Spearhead and Mechanicus. We've got 3 squads of... No, it's not Spearhead, Battalion of Mechanicus. That's the last...
That was the last game. We've changed it up a bit.
We've got 2 squads of Rangers. We've got a squad of Vanguard. We've got 2 lovely Onager Dune Crawlers equipped with neutron beam lasers, or whatever they like to call them. And then we've got a light support detachment, a super heavy auxiliary of a lovely, what do you call them? Amateur Warglaves.
Well, let's not say lovely too much.
And obviously their HQs for this battalion, 2 Tech Priest Dominus with eradication beams for choice.
Which one's your Warlord, Sean? The painted one. The one that looks better than all the rest. And what Warlord trait did you take for him?
I haven't chosen yet.
Oh, I tell you.
This is live, we're finding out.
The excitement is almost killing me.
You might as well roll a dice.
Magus Biologist. Reroll failed wound rolls when attacking enemy infantry, beasts, or monster units with your Warlord.
Nice. That's alright. Very good. So Sean won the roll off, so I deployed first.
But luckily, first person that deploys, finishing deploying, should do everything first, goes first.
Absolutely. Unless you want to seize the initiative, good sir.
No. Thank you very much.
That's a first for this channel. I don't think anybody's ever refused that, but he clearly wants me to get closer to him.
Just for the sake of it, we'll just...
just for interest's sake.
You've got a 1.
It's a 1. Terrible. But we'll get back to you at the end of the Orcs' first turn. So, at the end of Orcs' turn 1, it was fairly decent, to be honest. This squad of boys moved up, as did Deffy. These boys moved up here. The Warlord came out from behind his rock and moved over. Very, very good.
just missed out on first strike.
Yeah, very just. So the big mech with shock attack gun. Oh, what a beautiful weapon. We started rolling stuff and it's like, okay, goodness. Roll for the strength, roll for this. Anyway, the sum total is that Doom Crawler on the left there is down to 1 wound. For orc shooting from distance, pretty good. They had some help from the looters, of course. 5 of them being able to see the Doom Crawler. But yeah, I feel pretty happy with that turn. So these guys have managed to get over into a lot of cover that can't be seen. These guys moved up closer to the objective.
Only one of them has to be able to see a model, and all of them can shoot it.
That Doom Crawler would have died.
I forgot. So yeah, the rules now. If as long as one model of a unit can see an enemy unit, and vice versa. So like, if you see one of these guys hanging outside of a rock, somehow with the magic, you do all the damage on that.
Well, there's a lesson to be learnt then, because that would have been one dead Doom Crawler. I mean, it's severely neutered, and I will most definitely pick it off next turn. I've got no problems with that. Yeah, fairly good. I'm quite happy with that. Still holding my objective down here, but of course we don't score points on the first turn. So we'll move into Mechanicus turn 1. Good luck. So at the end of Sean's turn 1, his Warglaves moved up. Everything else remains stationary. His 2 guys at the back with, what are those weapons? Sniper weapons?
Some weird.
They're some form of sniper, aren't they?
Yeah, Accurus or something.
Tried to take out my big mech. It did not work. They remained untouched. The only casualties are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 boys from the squad. And that was after everything shooting at it. Feeling quite good right now. We're going to go straight into Orks turn 2. So, the end of Orks turn 2. What did happen? These guys stayed, which have granted me 1 victory point for controlling my own objective marker. The Doom Crawler is no more. My God, you sexy big mech with your massive gun. We actually ended up using a stratagem on him, which allowed him to shoot twice. The second time was massive overkill.
Yeah.
What did happen, though, is that he managed to explode the Doom Crawler. Taking
1 Vanguard and a 1 Ranger and some damage off the Dominus.
Yeah, so he's down to, what, 3 wounds?
About 5, yeah.
Sweet. Over here, the boys charged in to the Warglaive and stripped 3 wounds off it, which was quite nice. He's down to 8 wounds. Not a lot else to tell you, but at the moment I'm feeling fairly okay. I think I lost a boy in retaliation. No, 1 boy in Overwatch and 1 boy in combat.
Yeah.
Because Sean rolled really poorly. That's about it. So we'll get on to Sean's turn 2. So at the end of turn 2, Death Dread has now been killed. That Doom Crawler over there really did a number on it. Straight bum bum, not a prayer. Out it went. His guys moved up the field, trying to get close to the objective. Managed to take out 7 orcs from that mob. Over this side, his other Warglaive decided to move closer midfield. You killed, was it 4 orcs of mine?
Yeah.
And in return, I stripped 5 wounds off it in combat, so it's down to 3. Yeah. How do you feel after that turn?
Not as good as I should be. No, this is looking bad, very bad.
And the hurt is about to become even worse. You did score a point, though, for holding your objective. You did move your
Dead Priest
Dominus over there to control it. So we're currently on 1 point each, which is quite cool. So we'll get into Orcs turn 3. interesting third turn for the Orks. So the Warglaive is gone. The Orks, as you might see, are at the back and have moved considerably further than any foot slugging Orc could do. That is because Unstoppable Green Tide stratagem was used, which at the end of my movement phase, select a unit of boys from your army that has less than half its starting number of models, that squad did, and remove it from play. You can then set it up again wholly within 6 inches of the edge of the battlefield, and more than 9 from enemy models at its full starting strength. Which went over there in a bit of a conga line channel, and then managed to charge straight into the Tech Priest Dominus, which actually survived, oddly enough. So 72 attacks from the Orcs that could get in.
No minus that, 2+ save.
2+ saves. He's down to 2 wounds. He actually really held up, which is
no return though, no damage.
no, there was nothing back. But it was surprising. Those Orcs moved up over there and have mobbed that objective.
Oh yeah.
So currently,
you'll be on 6.
The score sits at 6-1. I've managed to play the objectives well, hold that objective, swarm the middle one, and then take my enemy's objective at the backfield.
It's realistic, even in his next turn, he won't be able to outnumber you here or here. So technically, it'll be 6-1 by the end of turn 3.
Yeah.
Of his turn 3.
It's looking pretty good for the Orcs. This was a list that I threw together just to fit 1,000 points to have a game with Sean as he came down, and it's turned out with the use of stratagems to be really, really nasty. Anyway, we'll jump on to Adeptus Mechanicus turn 3 and see what Sean can do. Can he stop the green tide? So at the end of the Mechanicus turn 3, few more boys dead. That's about as much as what we can say, innit?
Mechanicus healed up by 1. It's on 3.
Yeah, the Tech Priest Dominus really, you threw everything you could at the Orcs, but yeah. Orcs turn 4.
Yep.
Orcs turn 4. Pretty destructive. The boys at the back behind that rock that you can't see, there's a big blob of them. Took out his Warlord, so that was Slay the Warlord, and they just consolidated slightly back around for cover, but on the objective back there, these guys stayed here. Shooty did nothing this turn, which is the first turn he hasn't done anything. The looters remain consistent as ever. Why do you not put looters into your Orc armies? The amount of battle reports I've seen without looters is ridiculous. 21 shots a turn they've been averaging at strength 7.
But you have Badmoons, so +1 ones.
Yeah, re-rolling ones does help, of course. Over here, everything charged into the last Warglaive, and it popped. It was actually the war boss on the bike that popped him. Then it exploded, taking 2 wounds off the war boss, 2 wounds off the Pain Boy, and taking a boy with it. I can live with that. So Sean is left with 1 crawler,
2 squads of rangers and a vanguard unit. Tech Priest Dominus over there.
And I'm controlling all 3 objectives. So
+1 for that, +2 for that, +3 for that, and +1 for Slay the Warlord.
Score
up to 11 versus 1.
11-1. Not bad for playing the objectives, eh? So we'll go into Adeptus Mechanicus turn 4. You gonna go kill some Orcs?
Oh yes.
Excellent.
Lots of Orcs.
I think that squad in the middle has made itself priority target number 1. So let's see if they can cling on. I'm sure Scrot Rock can. So the end of turn 4, more shooting, more Orcs dead.
Some heads crumped.
I ended up crumping one of the heads of my lad, just to restore some order, nice and easy. yeah. Not much left on the board for Sean, and it's not chewing through the Orks fast enough. I'm still holding his objective at the back. There's not a prayer. He's chewing me off that. He might be able to do that by the end of turn 5.
Still 11 to 1.
Yeah. And then these guys have done absolutely now all game, but for the points, they've just sat there and
1 point every turn.
happily just, yeah. I think 77 points, something like that. 7 points to throw. It's not a lot. So, yeah. Nothing too exciting in that turn, to be honest. You did fail to kill the Pain Boy, which you were really wanting to do, because he's been keeping this squad ticking. And then we rolled for shits and giggles, didn't we? And the Pain Boy saved that as well as a big middle finger to Sean. But yeah, the battlefield's not really changing much, to be honest. This literally is just whittling now. Turn 5 for the Orks. I think victory's in sight heavily. Just say that again for the camera.
It's any man's game. That's just really look at this board.
It's wide open. So that's the end of Orks turn 5. And the War Boss crumped in there. The boys crumped in there. These guys fired first and whittled them down before we even got going. You have one Tech Priest Dominus, and you've got that little squad on the hill.
Line breaker if these don't die. Though technically, even with how many shots you've got, that's not happening.
You can't shoot through them.
So you're on 12.
And then they'll score 3 for that.
We'll get 1 for that.
1 for that, but nothing for the middle because I moved off because I wanted to take out the threats.
So 13.
Oh, we lost the Doom Caller.
Yeah, no, yeah, that happened.
Yeah, that happened.
Burp. Big boy pants once again took him out. So far, casualties for the Orks. There's 1 Death Dread.
And a squad of boys.
And almost a squad of boys. Yeah. Tumbleweed blowing across the battlefield. Yeah, so...
Their Ultramarines will come in.
Do you want to try and kill something?
No.
We're going to call it there.
Oh, yes.
Are you sure? I mean, there's so many things you could do.
Oh, there's mass options left.
I could try and kill the Pain Boy, not succeed, and have him roll 6.
The Pain Boy's been like the bane of your existence, isn't it?
That is the Ultramarines down there. We'll just start bringing these in turn 6. Reinforcements.
Thunderfire cannons, that'll do the job.
That'd kill that, and then we can burn through those. No problem.
I think, game-wise, I rolled well. To be fair, I did. Re-rolling ones because of Bad Moons really, really helps fix a hole in Orc shooting. It obviously puts you up to a 50% chance. For Orcs, that's huge.
Big that no one sees.
Yeah, massive fab.
30-man squad just going.
That was a big play. I think stratagems really came into play this game. Yeah. And having 8 points off the bat for a 1,000 points game really allowed me to open up. And
Warglaive got bogged down with them originally. Went under half after some shooting and then just pulled off the board straight back over their full strength.
Just allowed me to do some really quirky shit, didn't it? Which was great. So you end the day with 1 victory and 1 loss. But both quite fun games, though.
Maybe fun on other perspectives.
Yeah,
I knew I was going to lose before I went into it with that list.
Yeah. As a basis for an Orc army, I actually thought that 1,000 points was really solid. I think looters are just absolutely stunning little workhorses, especially if they're left alone, which when you put them out of people's range and put boys screening them, pretty damn good. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. The final score ended 13 points to 1.
Very balanced.
When Sean conceded, yeah. You still have 3 command points you could have used. You could have saved.
Nothing.
No, maybe not. The rolling was decent. But hope you enjoy it, guys, and happy gaming.